Oh my god, what happened here? Ah, these people. And their custom wiring. It's so brittle it cracked when I moved it. Okay, you guys want an update on the Mustang? Joe's working on it. American cars are different than JDM cars. The 80s plastic on American cars is very brittle. So, Joe started out the day trying to make this pedal here for the 2018 Mustang. Shut up, Joe. Trying to make this electric pedal for the 2018 Mustang fit in here, and it doesn't fit very well because it's not meant for this car, but we're gonna make it work for this car in the right spot. So then he's dismantling everything, and it's taking a while. And since you guys wanted more in-depth stuff on when we're building, we should leave the camera with Joe for a little bit. Joe brought gear wrench with him though. Thank you, gear wrench, for the light, for providing light when needed. So I'm gonna leave you guys here with Joe, and he might talk, but just tell him not to talk too much because he talks way too much sometimes.
Hey guys, so I'm working on the Mustang right now, and what I'm doing, because we're not exactly familiar with this chassis, so I don't exactly know what the step-by-step should be as I'm removing this dashboard, but I'm just kind of going through and removing every little bit of hardware that looks like it might be helpful in removing the dash. I've just been working on getting all these clips undone, and it's kind of difficult because they're not the best designed clips, so there's not much to grab onto aside from yanking on the wires, which you really shouldn't do. And also they're really brittle and old. There's something holding me up over here. Probably all that stuff. So that's out finally. So what I am working on right now is this area down here. So the steering column is there obviously, and then the throttle pedal needs to go right next to it. The throttle pedal used to mount this bolt and that upper bolt right there. We need it to go over some to the left towards the steering column, not so far that it's gonna hit it. We don't have many options because the throttle pedal we're using is plastic, so it's not like we can weld to it or modify it or anything like that. So we just kind of have to make it work. The clutch pedal mounts over here. It's on a shaft that goes over to here. That cam pulls on the cable that would go through the firewall. So there's not room over here for us to put an actual master cylinder, and there's not exactly a way for us to fix it to this cam over here. So we'll have to kind of modify the firewall and figure out what exactly we're going to do for that. The other people who have done this swap are mostly doing the cable style. They'll just use their old T5 5-speed transmission or whatever, and the stock master. We're doing it a bit differently, but we want this car to be really nice. We just want it to work as if it was originally in this car. So that's why we're doing all these things. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking, how do you make that delicious sandwich you eat every day? Now, it's a secret, so I gotta make sure that Dan's not watching. Okay, we're clear. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our sourdough bread, right? All other bread is inferior. Then we're gonna take our jalapeno ranch and spread it all over our bread, right? Then this is the most important part, sriracha. Liberally apply. Usually sharp cheddar is my go-to, but sometimes I'll add some Colby Jack. Put our toaster oven on 350, pop those guys in there. About 4 slices Roma tomato. Make that 5. Then we're gonna take our lettuce. Take it over to the deep sink. You gotta wash your vegetables. If you don't wash your vegetables, you're gonna get sick. After that, it's really just a waiting game. Gotta wait for that toast to brown up. I'll let you guys watch it while I put everything away. Alright, so this is just about done. Pop it out before it gets too crispy. Now it's time for the meat. Boar's head cracked pepper turkey breast. Evenly place it across the bread so you don't get any real thick spots. Place on your lettuce and tomato and you're done. Oh yeah.
A little imagination can turn a sandwich into festive fare.
Alright, now that most of everything is out of the way, we can get a much better look at this, but the last thing I do need to do right now is get the carpet out of the way. So I just kind of have to pry it up from this side and drape it over to the other side because it's all glued together in the middle here, so it's going to be a big pain to try and actually get it fully out, but we'll just do the half of it and see what happens. Where the old throttle pedal went. We want to try and match that with the new throttle pedal. They have different throw and they're a little bit different in length, but as long as it's not interfering with the carpet, we should be alright. And this is the new throttle pedal. So it looks like we're gonna have to kind of try and build some sort of a bracket off of this plate here. Cut out this template like this, but I'll likely put a bend here and a bend here, so I'll leave some extra material there so I have something to bend just to kind of give it some rigidity. And then I'll also put weld nuts onto the back of all three of these, and then after that we're gonna bolt it up to this and we'll float it in the car and see if I can weld some tabs. Either that or we'll have it so it's bolt on. Not sure yet. Probably end up bolting it on. We'll see. Now I'm gonna make this out of 12 gauge steel. And because I'm putting those little bends in the side, that should be plenty strong enough. And it's only a throttle pedal, it's not like it's a brake pedal or something like that. You shouldn't be stomping on a throttle anyway.
We want to do informational, so we do less customer cars, guys, and just more really cool project cars.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Need a plasma table.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if we had a plasma table, huh?
Yeah, we want one. Uphill battle. We need a plasma, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we have a plasma, we need the table.
Now I've got these little tabs. It's got the nuts welded on the back of it and everything. I kind of clearanced it right here because it was hitting the firewall, but basically I welded that stud to the firewall. I have this in position so I know where the steering column is going through. I should be able to tack the plate on the back of the pedal to this tab, and hopefully it'll kind of stay in position so I can test fit and check and make sure that everything's going to work properly. I was able to use one of the existing studs up there and the bottom one I welded in, and I'm just gonna put the carpet down real quick, make sure that it's gonna fit properly and not interfere and everything, and then I'm gonna finish weld it and we should be good to go. So that was a bit long-winded, but here's the finished product. It's just a bracket that's kind of hidden up there. You can't really see it underneath the pedal, but The pedal has full articulation without touching the carpet, and it's a good distance away from the brake pedal. Still got a lot more to do on this car, but it's a start.